I did try to negotiate with them. They ignored me completely. But what they did is they gave me an eviction time frame, but then threw my stuff out within the time, in a skip outside. Yeah. But I'm just here to kind of say, be very careful. If they say Friday, go in Thursday.
It's that you all know Bernie's a fighter. Bernie don't mess around. And if Bernie was alive, that community, that Bernie Grant Center would be different.
I'm here to listen. I can only say to you that, as I think you might have explained, I am no longer on the board of the centre. I won't go into that. But I can assure you that I know full well what my husband stood for. And secondly, that I'm very, very proud of what I've heard in this meeting tonight. And I will stay in touch with you.
My name is Suleiman Garcia from Art Body Creative. I've worked with many people in this room. You know the kind of work I do. You have my full support. I've been a tenant at Bernie Grants. I wrote a strong email to you, Sharon, as you know, and you gratefully gave me another number on the board because I asked you for that, and you did that for me, and I did that as well. In the email, I mentioned the toxic environment that creatives are meant to work in that building. I mentioned in that email that the building is set up to create and develop diverse artists. That's what it's there for.
That's right.
And I wrote that to you, and I wrote to the board and that. I've left, I gave notice, right? With a strong letter, I gave notice. But that does not mean I'm not here to support you. That's why I'm here now.
We had our place for 20 years, and I'm going to try and keep this as succinct as possible. They tried to get us out over a period of 15 years. They served forfeiture twice. Now, the reason why we stayed there for the length of time in which we were, if we be honest, we allowed them to do the last eviction because of the residentials above and all sorts of stuff. One of the things that they will do is it will be 6 a.m. and they will come in.
So first and foremost, I don't know why everybody's surprised. Tottenham has totally been gentrified. Gentrification, and what that means is that the fabric of the community changes. We've seen this. We're from Hackney, Notting Hill. This isn't anything new, all right, but it's something that us as people continue to get caught out with. You know, why are we surprised? Okay, once it's a dump, we can be in there, make it popular, make it hit, make it happening. When we do not prepare ourselves, I know this from personal experience, we don't prepare ourselves to think that, well, guess what, they're not going to do it to us. Do you understand? We're running a brilliant organisation, we're helping community, it makes no difference. It's a commercial decision, okay? So in terms of what you're doing, Bap, I know it's a licence, and a licence is totally different to a tenancy at will or anything like that. It's kind of not a lot of flexibility. But I'm just wondering with your bargaining chip, because we are all seeking money, you know, it's not easy. Do you understand? It isn't easy to make a commitment like that. And then the next scenario is if you don't pay, then you get into arrears and then another cycle starts.
We have got to make a stand. Enough is enough.
You mentioned 3 criterias. The first one was for £600 for established businesses, right? And this is the bit where I become the enemy in the room. Because the question I need to ask is, on the one hand, we're saying, look, Bap's been here for 32 years, 40 years in the Bernie Art Centre. But then, so we're claiming we're an established company. But then on the other hand, you're questioning them as to why they're considering us an established business. That's the only bit I was a little bit confused. I don't like people to fight and look stupid. So I needed to get that bit clear.
You're 100% right. And
My brother said Africans and Caribbeans. I don't know who Caribbeans are. We're all African. Let me say this. That one thing we know about Bernie Grant, he wasn't a career politician. He was a man of the people. So, that building never just get named the Bernie Grant Art Center. It was made to serve the community. And it's a good thing that Babs get lick Everybody get to kind of run. Bap's a fight. And we have to join hands and fight with them. Because as a community, we talk a lot, but we don't do enough of what we are